beautiful souls and spirits of the Most High. Excuse me for a second. I'm watching a monitor that I have. You know, y'all want to say child protective services. Bet y'all have a monitor in your house to watch y'all children, do y'all? I have eyes all the time on mine, baby. Come on now. Anyway, I wanted to introduce my last guru. Since, I get scammed and be listening to scams. Well, this is the biggest, this must be the biggest fucking scam then. Y'all know what this is? I told y'all I had one. Look, and it's been used. You see that? It's been used, baby. I don't have this for show. This is not for show. This is the truth. The truth does not have to be validated. Y'all see who on the cover? Or who's supposedly on the cover? This y'all guy, ain't it? This y'all man. George Washington. The Constitution of the United States. Y'all want to talk about amendments? Amendments? This is it. This y'all book right here. This is my guru. This is what I study. This is what I read. This is what I know. This is what I analyze. You want to talk about gurus? This is what I pay for. This is where my fiat goes. It goes into knowledge for myself and for my family. Y'all want to say delusion? Tell me this is delusion. For all you people that saying I'm delusional, for all you people saying I'm delusional, what are these? What are these? I have receipts. I have receipts. I didn't make them. I have receipts. Let's read some of the amendments. Let's read the First Amendment. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That's Amendment 1. That's Amendment 1. Amendment 2, not my words. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I'm delusional. You sure? You sure about that? You sure about that? I'm delusional. You sure? I love the comments. Y'all delusional. Pick up a fucking book. Amendment 3. No shoulder shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in any time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by the law. It says the first 10 amendments, Bill of Rights, were ratified effective December 15th, 1791. We talking about ancient shit, okay? We're not talking about nothing new. This ain't nothing made up. These are from books. My knowledge. I'm not quoting nothing from no guru. I'm not quoting nothing from Maurice L. Butler. Maurice Butler L. Whoever the fuck that is. I'm not a part of no Moorish American. I'm not a part of no sovereign citizens. I'm just using what's already been in place for me, a natural born American, indigenous. So we can talk about delusion. We can keep going. Amendment 4. This is important. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Amendment number 4. My Fourth Amendment rights were violated. Y'all want to say it wasn't? There you go. There you go right there. Welcome all you beautiful souls and spirits that tapping in. And for the people talking about delusion, you're delusional for not picking up a fucking book. You're the one that's still staying in the matrix. You're the one that's scared. You need to wake up. Did I write this? It's my signature though. Najia Mustafa. That's my pledge. I pledge to uphold this. To keep this. To keep these true. Yeah, it's a pledge, baby. It's for real. Amendment 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on the presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Amendment 5. Delusion. Amendment 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. That's Amendment 6. I'm not making this up. These are not my words. These were written way before I was born. Do y'all not get that? Y'all don't get it? It don't stick yet? I was born in 97, Gregorian calendar, which is not even the real time. That's the Romans' work schedule, the Gregorian calendar. Y'all don't even know that. But again, I didn't make this up. I wasn't here. I was probably in another form, in another life maybe. But this vessel, Najian Mustafa, I wasn't here when they made this. I didn't type this. I did not print this up. I wrote it though. I wrote it out so it could be in here. But I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all my gurus. These are my gurus. This. Let's keep going. It says Amendment 7. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. Amendment 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be constructed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people. To the people. To the who? Or, it didn't say and to. It didn't say states and. It said states or. Either the state or the people. Delusion? I don't think so. The problem is y'all want me to be black. The problem is y'all want me to think I'm a slave, which means Slovakian. The problem is y'all concepts are fucking wrong. That's the problem. That's y'all problem. And Van Balion, you have a moral obligation for 200 fucking thousand subscribers to stop spreading lies. Start talking about the Constitution. You want to talk about sovereign citizens? Bring the Constitution up. Where's the video where you brought up the Constitution to support your claims, but you want to bring up case studies? We can bring up a ton of case studies. Also, you want to bring up what's that Philadelphia versus Mims? I think that's the case that you always quoting. One of the two. Pennsylvania versus Mims, one of the two, where it say if a police officer asks you to step out the vehicle, that you have to step out. It also says in that same thing, it says that if the police feels they are threatened. So if there's no threat, there's no reason you should be asking me to get out of my car. Read the full thing. Stop half-assing. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all pick and choose information. Y'all worse than fucking Christians, bro. How Christians go in the Bible and they pick and choose verses they want to use to tell a story. They don't even use the whole thing in context. That's what y'all do. Y'all pick pieces. I'm not picking pieces. I'm telling the full fucking truth. You're looking at an innocent man. Again, I got arrested in March. Talking about a speedy trial. That's not a speedy trial. My shit's been delayed. I still don't have my belongings that was stolen from me. Stop being a fucking fool. Do your own research. Have your own mind. Google is accessible to everybody. Amazon is accessible to everybody. You can get the same shit I got. You can get the same law books I got. You can look up the same words and terms that I'm looking up. You can do it. You can do it too. But if you want to sit here and constantly just take people's fucking word for it, people who are not doing no studying at all, people who are misleading y'all, lying to y'all, you want to keep following people like that? Tell him to back up his claims. Where's his proof? I can show mine. I can show my proof. I don't have to hide shit. I don't have to lie about shit. That's one thing I want y'all to know. I stand on truth and only but truth. And truth does not have to be solidified by ignorance. It doesn't. It just has to be true. And as long as I'm with the truth, that's all that fucking matters. So I can care less. Call the forefathers delusional. The ones who set up this fucking government in the first place. Call them delusional. And y'all don't even know that they didn't even set it up. They adopted the Constitution. Did you know that? It was already set up before they got here because of the Moroccan Empire. We can talk about it. We can talk about being a Moroccan, not a Moorish American, but a Moroccan. We can talk about that. We can talk about the ancient Morocco, not the 1950 Morocco that they put up in Africa. No. The ancient Morocco. Part of the Ottoman Empire, Morocco. Y'all don't even know about that. But y'all want to sit here and talk about somebody being delusional? I'm far from it. Yes, I may have a mental disability prescribed by the military. Absolutely. Yes, I do get paid for it. But however, I do my best to make sure I'm not crazy. I'm crazy enough to challenge all this shit. I'm crazy enough to call bullshit. I'm crazy enough to sit here in front of y'all, regardless of what the fuck y'all commenting. Because y'all in y'all feelings right now. I know y'all in y'all feelings. It's okay. I would be in my feelings too if I knew I was lied to. I'd be in my feelings too. I'd be in my feelings too if I thought that fiat dollars was real money. That digital currency was real money. I would be in my feelings too if I believe this shit all this goddamn time and not figuring out this it's a lie. That it's smoke and mirrors up your ass. Yeah, it is. Sure the fuck is. Clean up your ass. Clean up your ass. Smoke and mirrors up there. This is truth. This is no delusion. If I can pull up what I say to be fact, and if you deny fact, that means you're delusional. Argue with what the fuck I'm saying. Somebody please prove me wrong. That's the hard thing a lot of y'all have. Y'all can't prove me wrong. Y'all prove me right all the time. But it's hard for y'all to prove me wrong when I'm right. I'm right. I got the information. I'm erudite, not educated. Y'all don't even know the difference between that. Again, Van Balion, it is your obligation. You have 200 fucking subscribers, and you're constantly spreading lies. You constantly taking these people, calling them sovereign citizens. Some may consider themselves to be. Some may consider themselves to be Moorish Americans, but not everybody is a part of those sects. Not everybody is a part of those fucking secret society groups. Not everyone. Not everyone sell themselves out. Some people actually get it from the motherfucking mud. Some people actually do the fucking research. And you looking at them. You're looking at them. You're looking at the one to do it. You're looking at me. Hi, how you doing? 56,000 viewers of the sovereign citizen shit. I ain't no sovereign citizen. I'm just a natural born man that's trying to live my life uninfringed by foreign entities. That's all. That's it. That's all. I was born here. I can't change that. Why do you think they can't send nobody back? If we was from Africa, why can't they send us back to Africa? Huh? Why everybody can go back to their place of origin but us, so-called blacks? Because we're from here. I have O positive blood. You can't lie about blood, baby. That's one thing you can't lie about. That substance in your body. So I know where I stand. I know I'm protected by this. Can I be infringed on? And already have been violated. So it's going to be rectified. Trust that. Y'all are going to see. Keep your eyes open. I don't care about no non-believers. You don't have to believe this. That's the thing. The things I have, you don't have to believe it. It's in your face. It's in your face. Buy it. Buy it off Amazon. I did. I bought it. I bought it. I'm not concealing no information. I want all y'all to know. I want all y'all to be erudite. All y'all to protect yourselves because it has been war. It's been war against the people for the longest. And the people has been keeping it up. because we think that these motherfuckers have our best interests at heart, and they don't. They don't. All they want to do is prey on you, and not P-R-A-Y, P-R-E-Y. That's it. And you join these damn groups and they do the same thing because they're a part of it. If we're thinking about the Matrix, look at how many Agent Smiths it is. Look at how many of y'all would rather, instead of pick up a fucking constitutional book, or rather come on my live stream and criticize me and call me delusional. That's the Matrix. That's the Matrix. Rather than pick up a book. Pick up a book. A book. This is what they say. This is how they keep you down. You won't even read a fucking book. You won't even pick up a book. It's not even that many pages in this motherfucker. You know how many pages in this book? This light-ass book? 46. You telling me you can't read 46 pages to save yourself? 46 pages? And then you can't tell me that the Constitution still ain't in effect, because last time I checked, multiple things still reference the United States Constitution. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. This is fact, not opinion. I don't deal with opinion. I deal with facts. I deal with facts. That's it. That's all. I deal with facts. Listen to this. This is Amendment 12. It says, Section 1, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Section 2, Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. It says, Amendment 13, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the states wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges. It says this was superseded by Section 3 of the 13th Amendment. No, that's that one. The third one, it says the 4th Amendment was ratified July 9th, 18. What are y'all saying about the 4th Amendment? Oh, the 14th. My fault. My fault. That was a little 14th Amendment. Okay, so it says 14th Amendment. It says all persons born and naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Section 2. Representatives shall be appointed among several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of, this time about, excluding Indians, not taxed. The Indian word. Indian means it's short for indigenous. Remember positive blood? Excluding Indians. They didn't call themselves Indians, of course. No, they didn't. They didn't call themselves Indians. Because Indians would mean they have to come from India. I'm just saying. But anyway, like I said, get you a book, read the book. Get you a law book. Read the definitions of what these words mean, how it applies to you. I have nothing but time. I'm thankful and grateful for it. I can go over these things. I can look. I can read. We're going to go over these things together. But again, this one's supposed to be a long video. It's supposed to just to show y'all my gurus. To show y'all who I'm dealing with. Just to show y'all that I'm not sitting here taking information from nobody. I'm not getting scammed. I don't pay thousands of dollars to learn things. I buy books. I sit my ass down. I read. I listen to videos. All of that. So, look. I'm running around the corner from the policy enforcers. Been around the corner, running around the corner from the policy enforcers for a complete 6 months. If I'm a criminal, I would have been in Illinois jail by now, right? Criminals can't stop being criminals. How is it that I only been in jail one time in my entire life, but I'm a criminal? You gotta prove that. You gotta prove that. I can prove my shit. You have to prove to me that I'm a criminal. You gotta prove it. Because you're looking at me right now. I'm not committing no damn crimes. I'm about to flame up. Y'all already wasted enough of my damn time responding to this mess. Because somebody wants to fuck with me. So, I'm about to flame up. Probably gonna study some more. But again, if I didn't know what I was talking about, I would be in jail. Back in jail, I mean. If I was a sovereign citizen, if I was committing fraud or any of these things. But apparently I'm not, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I'm here, aren't I? If I didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't be in front of y'all. But I know what I'm doing. Now, I could use some assistance from those of you who are getting criticized as being sovereign citizens. People like me who are actually standing up on y'all own too, because y'all see the corruption that's going on and y'all don't want no parts of it, just like me. Who ain't a part of no secret sex, who ain't a part of no Moorish American, no 30 degrees, no Skull and Bones, no, all these other different secret society shits, no Eastern Stars. I know about all y'all. I know about all y'all. Knights of the Templars, Knights of Columbus. I know about all y'all. But if you ain't part of none of that shit, and you want to team up with somebody who's really doing the right thing out here, which is me, feel free to leave a meaningful comment. Feel free to try to get in contact with me any kind of way you can. I'm open to all help, all assistances, and I'm willing to assist. I'm looking to assist people who are going through these things. And for people who talk about attorneys, do y'all know what a pro se litigant is? A lot of y'all didn't even know about being a pro se litigant. Y'all don't even know what pro se mean, but y'all want to sit here and talk to me about law. Find out what pro se mean. Y'all want to talk about attorneys. What about handling things pro se? I'm just saying. A lot of y'all know nothing about appearances. A lot of y'all step into the fucking corporate venues thinking it's a courtroom, right? The courtroom is on file. It's the record. That's the court. The courtroom, it should be able to be pulled up on public file, public record. That's the courtroom. So you enter documents into the court, not stepping into those venues. And which, again, like I said, I have to object. And that's probably why this thing hasn't closed yet. Is because I did not object to them saying I made a personal appearance. Because I didn't make a personal appearance. I made no personal appearance. All my shit's been written in. So, that being said, I love y'all, man. I really do. Regardless of what y'all say about me, y'all probably projecting onto yourselves. But it's okay, because I'm not paying attention to it anyway. I'm living my life. I'm happy. I was happy before Van Balion picked my video to analyze, and I'm going to be happy afterwards. I'm just thankful and grateful to everybody who are now paying attention to me, who are coming into my lives, who actually want to learn. Even if you're coming to criticize, you still have to learn. You still have to listen to my voice. You have to love, regardless of how it's hitting your brain, it's going to catch. I'm telling you, open your eyes, wake up, take the red pill. I took it a long time ago. So, but like I said, man, I love y'all, and I just want the betterment for everybody who lives in America, who lives on this side. I want the best for all of us right now. Right now, we're in a time where the government is still shut down. Again, if the government isn't a corporation, how could it be shut down? You can't shut down the government. What other governments do you know, have you heard of that's being shut down? What other governments? What other places around the world that has no ties to the United States are experiencing shutdowns, where legislators can't come to an agreement to keep the government running? Then what's supposed to happen if there's no government? Because that's how you know it's a business too, because it's about government funding. Why does the government need money to operate? But we not asking no questions. Did you also know that the United States government is forbidden from accessing any silver or gold? Which is why for years we've been buying things with script, with IOU papers, not using silver and gold coins. Only the elders, the ones who was here before 1950, know about how things was before 1951 when things got taken off the gold standard. So, y'all been trading with paper dollars, monopoly money for all this time, killing each other over monopoly money. So I know why a lot of y'all want to cling to this thing, because if it opens up that what I'm saying is true, it's gonna fuck a lot of y'all worlds up. I know it. I know it. A lot of y'all it's gonna be war in the streets. Because a lot of y'all are still doing inhumane shit for fiat notes. A lot of y'all robbing, stealing, killing, drug dealing. You know what I mean? All that shit for them fiat notes. I know y'all is. I'm not, because I'm no criminal. I'm at home. You can pull up my live streams over the last course and see where I've been at. You can see who I'm with. So, I'm just saying, man. You want to be a judge? How about y'all help me get that full footage? How about that? Y'all want to really be the judge? Y'all want to really see if I'm guilty or not? Y'all want to really call me a criminal? Get that footage. Get access to it. It's public. Get that footage. Y'all get access to everything else. Get access to that footage. Contact the Columbia County Police Department. Tell them you want to see that footage. Post it up. I want to see that footage going viral. Van Balion, I want to see that footage going viral. Don't just have me up there calling me a sovereign citizen, saying that I'm wrong, saying that I didn't get violated, saying they didn't do none of the shit they did to me, when it clearly states in multiple books that they did. They did violate me. Unless you're going to try to say that I don't have no rights. You're going to deprive me of my rights? You're going to deprive me of my freedom? You're going to deprive me of my right to liberty? You can't do that. Constitution says so. And Constitution is governed by source, or God, in which I like to call. So, I'm just saying, you got to prove it. You got to prove it. I can prove mine. I'll show you all day. All day, every day. But can you show me? Can you show me that I'm a criminal? Can anybody present to me that I'm a criminal? Please, somebody, anybody. Y'all got some footage of me doing something I ain't supposed to. In a world where cameras are everywhere, I've never been seen doing nothing I wasn't supposed to. Please, pull up some footage. Prove to me that I'm a criminal, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm innocent. Only one person can prove the truth, okay? The truth only belongs in one path, one or the other. But, again, next time Mr. Van Balion, you decide to pull one of my videos, ask. It's okay to contact me. If you don't know how to, just comment. Be like, yo, I seen one of your videos. Even if you call me out. I seen one of your videos. You saw a citizen, this, and that. Would I be able to use it for display so I can show them on my page? And I would have kindly said yes. I would have told you I wasn't no sovereign citizen. or no Moorish American. Because the ID that y'all saw in that video is old. That was the first one I got in 2023. The first one. When I stumbled upon the Moorish American shit with Nine Feathers Bay, who's all the way in fucking China somewhere, printing out IDs to people. I didn't even get my second ID from Enforce the Constitution. I got the papers, though, that say that I'm not a part of the United States Corporation and that I'm a natural-born American. I got the papers for that. But I ain't got no ID because this is how you know secret societies exist. They want you to get a background check. They want to invade all your personal information just for you to get an ID to say that you're natural-born. It's a thing between public and private. Y'all need to get your concept right. To say that somebody needs a license to drive on a public road, a road that's access to everybody, it's contradictory. Now, if it was a private road, if all these roads were private roads by the state owned these roads because it's private, then you would need a permit to drive, to walk, because the state owns it. But if the state don't own it, then you don't need no permit to do shit. Into a public place is, oh, y'all know what public means. Again, we walk, we skateboard, we scooter, we electric scooter, we electric bike. We do all these things in form of travel, but when it comes to driving in a four-wheel vehicle, all of a sudden, traveling is a privilege. That sits right with y'all. That makes sense? That's not common sense. That's not common sense at all. And the whole purpose of the law is common law. You know what common law means? Everybody can comprehend it. A baby can comprehend it. That's what common law means. If it's not common, common means amongst all other, too. We can look up the definition of common. To have something in common, right? Not to be, you know, it'd be different for different people. But when you start putting yourselves in these, you know, like, let's say you fill out an application and they got on there black or African American, don't have both. You can't be both black and African American. A lot of people don't know that. You can't be both. It's one or the other. They have white, which is a sovereign status. They try to say, they don't say white and or Caucasian. They say white or Caucasian. You have to pay attention. And Caucasian people aren't allowed to be white. You know why? Well, let's look at the law dictionary. I look. Somebody pull up free white persons. Just look it up. Google it. Free white persons, Black Law Dictionary. Tell me who are excluded from being. I actually have it on my. Y'all like to go on my YouTube. I actually have it posted on my YouTube page. Free white persons. And that Caucasians aren't free white persons. Not my words. I didn't make it up. You want to go deeper than that, we can go to species. And we can look at the Caucasian species from the Mount Caucasus and see that they derived from troglodytes. Negro arabo chimpanzees from monkeys. They have monkey DNA. It's been proven. Not making it up. Again, it's a lot of shit out here y'all don't know, but y'all want to come at me. Get you some facts first, okay? Get you some facts, and then we can have a conversation. All right. But until then, I will bid my adieu. I do need to get me a motorcycle. I need a motorcycle. It's a faster way of travel. I need to get a bike, because I ain't never been pulled over on my bike. Can you fathom that? As fast as I ever went on my bike, all the tricks I did on my bike, riding in the street, riding with no hands, I've never been pulled over on a bike, on a two-wheeled vehicle. Never been pulled over. Not even an electric bike. But I get pulled over every time I'm driving. Not every time. Let me cross that out. Words are spells. I don't get pulled over I haven't got pulled over since then, to be honest. I haven't had no other infractions since Wisconsin, because I don't have no problems nowhere else. But Wisconsin, that's why I don't like Wisconsin. And before I get off here, I'm gonna tell another story, right? So when I was younger, I was in 8th grade. I went to Wisconsin for a week or two to stay with my granddad. While traveling in Wisconsin, I was in the trunk because he had a truck, but it wasn't enough. It was a lot of people in the car, so we went grocery shopping over. Anyway, I ended up riding in the trunk because I wanted to ride in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding in the trunk of the car. My granddad driving. He got his wife and my sister's in the car, and we got the dog. So we leave from what we leaving from. I think we left from the store somewhere. It was around Wisconsin Dells. Same motherfuckers. Probably same county. Probably the same county. Because that's where fucking Columbia County is around Wisconsin Dells. So motherfuckers jumped on us. You hear me? Like, he ain't do. I'm riding. My man's ain't do nothing wrong. Nothing. Just driving. He wasn't even speeding. Oh man. All of a sudden, 3 cop cars come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we all get pulled out the car. They wreck his speakers because they was searching for some weed. They couldn't find it. They did a K9 search too. I don't even know what they said what the reason for the stop was. I just know I was sitting on the fucking sidewalk. The motherfucker took the pick out of my pocket because he said he don't want me to stab anybody. Same thing. And it happens to me as an adult. Crazy. So, there's a lot of corruption going on. Whether y'all believe it or not, you're going to believe it when it happened to you. So, with that being said, I genuinely love all of y'all. I love you too, Van Balion. I really don't even know you. I hope I'm just saying your name right this time, because I know I've been getting it wrong in the other ones. But I'm trying to be, trying to be kind. So, I'm doing my best to be kind. I'm not trying. I'm doing my damnedest to be kind. So, yeah. Like I said, it's my final one. So, please, can y'all refrain any other live streams? If it's not about law, because I'm going to do more law live streams. Like I said, we got books to go over. Okay? We got stuff to read. But if it's not about that, if I go live playing Dead Rising, don't be coming on my live streams talking about Van Balion. Don't be coming on my live streams talking about none of that shit. I'm letting it be known right now, or you getting blocked. Okay? Keep the shit where the shit belongs. If you're not coming to watch Dead Rising, if you're not coming to watch me play no video games, don't come and shit. If you're not coming to support me jump a rope, don't come to my shit. Okay? I don't care what the fuck is out on the internet. That could be out forever. That's why I put this out, to address it. Because I tell my own narrative. I'm not going to let nobody tell the narrative for me. You're not going to control my story. It's my story to tell. Not yours, Mr. Van Balion. And everybody else like you. Alright? So, that's all. But anyway. Oh yeah, I gotta do my... I'll let y'all see my... This is my shit. Yeah, it's my sigil. My logo. I'm gonna actually have it drawn out. Raw as fuck. But yeah. Alright, y'all.